that. Ooh. Oh. Hello everyone, welcome back to Center Stand Mechanics. My name is Kyle, and today we're going to try to hook up some lights to the XS650 Ultimate Zombie Apocalypse bike. And so here on my tool bench, I've got massive stuff going on here. I've been trying to figure out the best way to go about doing this. I want to kind of come up with my own back end. I've got this rack thing here, and I want to build a box, and I might incorporate some lights into it. So, but that's down the road. I just want to get some lights on here so I can test drive it and stuff, and I want to kind of go the easiest, quickest route at this point, and then change it to the way I like it later on. And so what I'm thinking I'm going to do, this is the fender and taillight assembly that was on the XS650 Ultimate Zombie bike when I started, and it's seen better days. The taillight lens is broken right here, and it's got a crack up here. This whole thing is bent over. Like if you look at it, it might not. I mean, yeah, you can kind of see how it's bent off that side. And this the license plate bracket is all bent up. So I think what I'm going to try to do is just try to straighten this out. I have another taillight lens on the other parts bike that I can just put on here once I get all the lights working up. I dug these signal lights out of the parts box that I have, and I just tested them with the battery over here, and they work. They come on. There's so, and then these go on. So when you bolt this on the bike, these just get bolted on like that. You know, plug them in, and they should work. You know, with a little bit of renagling and stuff. But as far as this goes, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbolt this, try to straighten it out, try to get all the lights working, put it back on, get it on the bike, and then I can move forward with it. And I can move on to the front signal lights, try to get these going. These are Honda CB650 front signal lights that they go with these headlight brackets. They actually just bolt right on here, but the trick about these is you got to feed the wire through this tube and out and around, and I'm not quite sure how easy that's going to be. But we'll worry about that down the road. Alright, well, let's get started. Okay, so we got the fender here. I'm just going to unbolt this bracket. All this working right. Without spending too much time on it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just kind of need it to look kind of straight and have some lights, and you know what I mean. Right. Okay. So we've got a bunch of connections here. Just gonna give myself a little bit more slack. I'll tighten that up after. Ooh, these are stuck. There we go. See? WD-40 makes the world go around, I'm telling you. Let's see how bad this thing is inside. No space. WDs. Oh, it's missing a whole bunch of screws too. It's only got one screw in here. Oh, come on. Almost out. Just a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, see how messed up that one was? Ooh. Ugh. Alright. Alright. She's pretty crispy in there. Barely on there. Look, the bulb in it. Oh yeah. The bulb's still good. It's actually not even that corroded. Oh, the socket's good. It's not all crusted and stuff. Probably get this to work. I mean, it's definitely ugly in there, but it should work for a temporary light. Okay, so no, this is where it's all bent. That's the trouble with these round heads. You can't get a grip on them. Yeah, no. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Okay, I'm done asking nicely. I mean, I did ask nicely, just for the record. out a bit. This thing needs to go that way. I put that in there. I'll tweak that like that. Oh, way too much. Whoa. It doesn't have a lot of strength in it. It's really weak. Right in here, it doesn't take much to bend it. So this piece is definitely zombie material. There, it's almost straight now. I mean, it's not bad. I'm just doing a really quick kind of fix up on this, guys, because I'm not planning on keeping this very long. If I was, I probably wouldn't even work on this one. It's pretty far gone, but that's what we like when we're building these zombie bikes. I mean, this is some hard-earned patina on here. I'm just trying to clean it up a little bit there. I mean, it's definitely a lot straighter than it was. Crazy thing is this light socket looks like it's fairly intact. Okay, got a light bulb in there. I'm just testing to see if we got, oh yeah, I'll move that closer. Huh. So that's probably the running light. And then, oh, we got the brake light. Cool. Well, that wasn't so bad. I think I'm gonna just kind of clean up this ground a little bit, though. It looks a little crispy. Yeah, well, yeah, definitely it's looking crispy. There. And then this just going to clean these terminals up just a little bit. I'll stick this one here. So that's back on there, and then just clean the blue and the yellow wire up. Okay. Cleaning up these special fasteners for mounting this taillight assembly to the fender. If I can reuse them, I will. Just got a lot of rust on the threads. I've definitely seen better days. That's those. I forgot the tab. If I don't straight, it'll feel like it's straight. You gotta be careful not to cross thread these. You'll be looking for a new nut. Doesn't feel right. I can't tell if that's on straight or what. It's got a lot of resistance. Yeah, it's getting better now. I don't see any metal filings, so I must have got it on there right. A lot of resistance, so you start out. Oh, that one's really stuck. And once it gets through, it's good. I think it's kind of stuck again. That should work though. That one's going to be for that one. Let's see if I can clean out these connectors a little bit more. I guess we'll call this up. And then they're basically just color coded, so you just put them back to the right colors. And then there's a little tab underneath here. It looks like you can slide these underneath it. Press it down. And then, what did I lose? I lost something. Oh, we're good. Yep, I think so. these wires on here don't spread far enough to use directly. Okay. Okay, so I got the light working finally. So that would be the tail light, and that would be the brake light. Very cool. Everything's so rusty and hard to keep clean and maintain here. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get the lens on here and then try it again. Let's go see if we can get the lens. So I've got the other lens here, and it only had 2 out of the 3 bolts. Okay, so I can't get this little piece of plastic in here, but that's okay. This is sort of a temporary thing anyways, and if I decide to keep it, I can always get a new taillight lens for this. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Where's my screwdriver? There it is. Okay. So that's on there. I'm just gonna test it one more time. Okay, so that's tail light and brake light. Yeah, tail light, brake light. Perfect. Well, that's pretty cool. Okay, I'm ready to bolt this fender on, but before I do, I've tried putting this in before, and this wheel is a little bit up too high. It gets in the way of putting it on, so I'm just gonna drop it lower. I'm gonna take these shocks, the bottoms off here. Just let the swing arm drop, and hopefully that'll give me enough clearance to get the fender in. Seems like the easiest thing to do. Didn't really drop down much, but maybe it was just enough. We'll see. So these little parts here slide over these little rubber things. doesn't really have enough clearance to get in there. Oh man. I might actually have to take this shock right off. Okay. All right, so now I can put the bolts on. Is this gonna reach? Oh, I think so. I just got these off the shelf, just standard bolts. And I just fit a little bit of persuasion. Something like that. There's a little bit. Looks a little bit tweaked, but it's okay. It's okay. shock back on. And then I'm just going to clean up the terminals where those leads plug into back here, and then I'm going to move, then I can move on. Perfect. Alright, let's try to clean these out a bit before we put them in. So here's the ground. So that one goes into there. And then we'll go this one into that one. And what's left is a green one for that side. And I'll just plug the green one into this green one. And then there's a brown. I'll plug that one into the brown. Like that. And then this one. There's another black. So go black into here. And we got a yellow to here. And we got blue into blue. Try to tuck that in the best we can. We'll go over that another time. Okay, that should be connected properly. Well, I can clean this up with tape later, but I'm just gonna kind of leave it like that for now and troubleshoot. I mean, theoretically that's properly hooked up, and then I can maybe move to the front end and properly hook up everything on that to end, and maybe we'll be in business. I don't know. Okay, working on the front signal lights now, and I'm just gonna check and see if there's a bulb in here. Nope. And this little ground wire is off too, so let's put that on. Not sure why that is. There's a little tiny ground wire in here that was not connected. So I'm just gonna connect it. clean it off first. And then it goes right onto here. Now these signal lights are off of the Honda CB650. And they match the front brackets that hold the headlight on zombie bikes. So we're going to go with them. They're a little bit different than the XS ones. These ones have a running light and a signal light. I'm not sure if the XS has that or not. So we might not utilize the running light portion. I'm not totally sure yet. I haven't really looked into that yet. Well, let's give that a little squirt. Whoa. Just gonna clean this out a little bit. Signal light, and then this one has the running light. Okay, so that works. So to get these on, you got to take this bolt right out. Oh. Alright, so this is pretty much ready to go on the bike, but this wire broke off here, and I'm going to put it back together, but I'm going to wait till I get this installed. You'll see why in a second here. And yeah. So this goes on here, but you gotta kind of put the wires down and sneak them through here, and when you got the connector on here, it won't pass through there, so that's why I was gonna do it after I get this through. And for the most part, you just get the wire in there, and then you try to tweak this a little bit so you can get it to come out. There. See how I got that through? And then I'll do that with the other wire, and then I can attach it. There. So we snuck that through, and then this needs a little bit of help getting it on. Just to spread that open a little bit. There. Then take the screwdriver out, and then it's not quite on there yet. There we go. There. There. And then this bolt goes through. And there's a little groove in the post that sticks out that allows the bolt to pass through, and then you can get it on. And then you got your two 10 mil wrenches. There, like so. Okay, and then might see if I got another piece to slide over top of that. Okay. Okay, it's the next day. I'm just making a mess of things. I got all this wiring and stuff on the go, but I'm making some progress. I got the this is the front brake light switch, and I'm just cleaning up the contacts. And I'm gonna put it on. I managed to get the signals to work. I'll show you them in a second. And I'm just trying to get the brake lights to work. I've got to hook up the back brake light switch, and then that should be good. And then yeah, I'm getting pretty close to having lights going here. So I'm just cleaning this these contacts off, and I made up a couple of wires. I'll show you in a sec. And so I've made up these wires. I figured out where they plug into, and I'm just gonna see if this switch works though. There. I don't know if you can see the brake light back there. I'll stand over here. There. Okay. Well, that sounds promising. Or, that looks promising, I should say. Well, let's put it back on the right here. See what's going on. I don't know if you can see where I'm working, but I'll tighten this up. I'll hook those leads back up. Just gonna, this should just go like so. Look at that. I've got a brake light. That's pretty cool. I don't have the tail light yet, but we're getting there. Oh, and check this out. I gotta put the handlebar switch back together. Check this out. And so that it works on the front and the back. And then switch sides. Oh, I had it working. Oh, come on. I think it's this bulb. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. There's some kind of loose connections here. It's in here. Yeah, it's in here. I'll sort all that out though. So that's cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this back on. I'm gonna get everything sorted out. Okay, so it's the next day now, and I had a chance to clean up my tool bench. I had tools everywhere and wires and stuff, and so I think I've got most of the electrical worked out. So I turned the key on. I got the backlighting. This one comes on when the bike starts for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, but it does come on when it's running. Same with the headlight. It comes on when it's running. Not quite sure. Oh no, I think there's a special thing installed on the bike that does that. So when it's running, the light turns on. And then we got signal lights now. So we got this one. We got the indicator up there, and we got that, and then the same with the other side. Got a flash in there, so that's cool. And then we got the tail light on now, and then brake light works, and then same with the rear. So both front and rear brakes work on the brake light. And yeah, when it's running, the high beam and low beam works, plus this high beam indicator lights up too. Not sure about why the neutral light's not on. I have seen it come on. I changed it. I put a new bulb in here. I have seen it come on in the past but not stay on, so there might be something glitchy down here. I'll have to work that out. And then I did have some trouble with the tail light, and there was a loose connection in this plug, so I had to take this apart and clean it. And you know, I wasn't surprised. There's so much corroded stuff on this bike, and I didn't show it all because it's a lot of, you know, trial and error. I was rigging up wires, probing things, testing things, and you know, I'm not an expert on the wiring thing. I mean, I know a little bit to get by, but you know, there's probably better trained people out there. But you know, so yeah, so I'm gonna get all this wiring. I'm gonna get all this tucked in here, and then put the headlight back. And I've got to clean up this little bit of wiring here, and then kind of tuck everything close. Got to make sure all these cables are run nice and tidy so the tank can go on, because it's ready to go on. And just generally, you know, just clean this up, and then yeah, put a seat on it. And yeah, so I'm gonna end the video there, because, you know, again, it's starting to get kind of long. And then I think in the next video I'll have all this put back together. I'll probably show some of it, and then might be taking it for a ride. Yeah, I think next video it's time to take this thing out, whether it smokes or doesn't. It's still smoking. I ran it the other day and it was still smoking. I'm not quite sure what that's about. I might have to take the engine back out of the frame and figure out what I did wrong. I'm not quite sure about that one yet. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when it happens. But I want to thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel out. And we'll see you again real soon. Center Stand Mechanics out.